and jeans, garage glamorous, not sure what it means, but this photo of us, it don't have a price. Ready for those flashing lights, 'cause you know that baby I'm your biggest fan. I'll follow you until you love me. Paparazzi.
Hello, thank you for joining us for this segment of Celeb Locale. I am with Shawn Luckey, who is the Artistic Director of Diversity Players of Harlem. Hello.
Hello, Ms. Blount.
So, why don't we start by actually talking a little bit about Diversity Players of Harlem? How did that come about? What is it implementing? Who is helping?
Okay, Diversity Players of Harlem consists of myself and my business partner, Dwight Ali Williams. We put together the theater group about 4 or 5 years ago. And on June 18th, 2005, we did our first production, which is Old Man Pete. And that was done at the Producers Club. And it was pretty good.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
So, the platform is education, enlightenment, and opportunity.
No, we're based on the premise of that, yes.
Okay.
Somehow we veered away from that.
Okay.
I was just kidding. Well, that's pretty much it. Yeah, education, enlightenment, and but pretty much opportunity. So our niche on this is to give non-traditional performers a platform, whereas they would not have it before. So instead of making it the great white way, we're making it the great right way. So.
Before Diversity Players of Harlem, did you start off as an actor, like just straight acting? Were you doing acting, writing, directing all together? How did it come about?
Off and on throughout my life, I've been involved in the arts, but I didn't really take it serious until, ironically, until my first year law school, which ironically was my last year law school.
Law school.
I walked away from it, yeah, to pursue this. How dare we? Right?
No,
but,
good thing before you spent all that money.
Well,
for the next 2 years.
Well, I guess you're right. But you know, ironically enough, what happened was I realized then that the process I went through as far as writing was a creative one that had no place for that. So I decided to do something with it. So I stepped away, came to New York, almost 20-something productions we've produced. I've written at least 3. And we've produced actually 2 of the plays I've written, and we're trying to venture out into film at this point. So we've been at it, going hard for the past 5 years.
So you have a play that is actually going up this week, which will be after this is shown. But He Said, She Said, a romantic comedy.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me a little bit about that.
He Said, She Said, a romantic comedy. You want to get a close-up of this? Again, He Said, She Said, a romantic comedy. Folks, this is it's a great piece. It's centered around a spades game. And if anyone is familiar with spades, it's a game where there's a lot of competition. There's a partnership there going on, and there's trust. So throughout this whole process, this couple is going through some of their issues, and they've got added in the dynamics of their friends. This is a fun piece, great staging, and also a wonderful cast that we have put together. And the plan is to do a regional tour, and also possibly, if anyone wants to donate money, go to diversityplayersofharlem.com. We're looking for investors to do a national tour. So we're ready. We're in it to win it this time.
Going back to your acting, you've been in American Gangster, The Interpreter.
Yes.
So what's next for you as an actor?
Well, I'm trying to, part of the struggle has been, just maintaining the balance of life, and by pursuing this, I had to take a step back to try to regroup, because I went away for about 3 months on a Miracle at St. Anna project, which was with Spike Lee back in '07. The film came out '08, and since then, I've kind of taken a back seat to acting and been focusing on writing and producing. As far as acting, I've been more aggressive going at it in the past 3 months, doing a lot of independent projects. And like I said before, we're seeking out potential film projects to produce. in hopes that we can open up doors for other actors, including myself. I'm a starving artist. Just, you know.
So do you have some other writings that are in the works as well?
There's a piece that I've been toying with, and I've been trying to come up with a different concept with it. I've been sitting on it for a couple of years now, titled "The Tenants." So it's sort of one of those situations where I'm trying to branch out and to give more of a crossover appeal and not just focus on so-called urban genre. But you know, the thing is, if it's art, it's good art. I think people will appreciate it no matter what, no matter who writes it. So
All right.
don't judge me by how I look as far as my writing. Judge my writing by what you hear, what you see.
So for the future writers of the world that are coming up, or maybe people are sitting at home right now looking at a blank sheet of paper, what's your advice to them?
Some people will tell you a chronological, just chronicle everything that you do. I'm not going to tell you to do that because I'm a lazy writer. I don't chronicle anything. But I would say this: whenever you feel the desire to write, you should be writing, no matter when or where that happens. I remember the first play I had written was a family's play, and I had a dream about my grandmother actually speaking to me. It was 3 in the morning. I woke up, and I remember her speaking to me. I got up to my PC and I started typing, and I was so bad. I went from 3 o'clock in the morning, was late for work, even ended up calling out, and finished and completed my play.
Wow.
Because
it's not, is it, because for you it's not like, oh, you know, between 9 a.m. and 12 I'm going to write. Is it when the moment hits you, it's just like you just start writing? For me,
that's what it is.
Yeah.
Whatever the moment is, I go from moment to moment, and whatever I'm feeling, I tend to write about it. But excuse me, there's some actors that do believe in chronicling what you do every day. I don't think that's the correct way to write. To me, it makes no sense. If I want to chronicle every day what I'm doing, then that's a memoir. That's not.
Right.
That's just not. You're just going through my thoughts. But going through an actual process, you have to be in a different mind state. I'm not every day 10 o'clock I'm going to write down in my manual here. No, what am I going through? And I think that it reads well, especially when you're performing. Whether it's black box, 500-seater, the audience will read what you are conveying on that paper. They'll pick it up. They'll understand it. But you got to connect with them. You can't do that when it's strategic and it's almost like it's methodical. But they've got to feel it. And the only way you do that is you have to, again, expression was always said to me, you have to, in order to make it work, you have to go under in order to go over.
I think that.
Yeah, so.
I like that. Thank you so much, Shawn,
Thank
for
you.
being here.
Thank you.
It's been a pleasure. I've learned something myself. So everyone, please get on Facebook, join Diversity Players of Harlem's page. Look Shawn up and support him. Look for the tour that's coming, hopefully in a city near you. Did you want to say anything else?
No, just keep pushing art. That's all I can tell you. If your heart's in it, you at no cost, you gotta seek it out. Don't let situations hold you back. You must go for it.
Wise words. Well, thank you. It's a wrap for this segment of Celeb Locale. Check us out next time.